thought it was you and me.
Hi everyone, if you're new here, my name is Naima and welcome back to my channel. So today I have such an exciting video. It's my first ever Q&A. I recently reached 700 subscribers, so I decided to go on Instagram and ask my followers to drop some questions that they would want me to answer. So yeah, I'm super excited to do this video. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for reaching 700 subscribers. So yeah, thank you guys all so much for helping me get to this point. It's a huge milestone in my opinion, and I'm so excited to keep making videos and content for you all. So yeah, I hope you stick around. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you see me looking down a lot, my computer's here and that's where the questions are on. Also, I got a new laptop. It's super pretty. Favorite book boyfriend. Now, I have a few favorite book boyfriends. I have to actually think about it. Let me look at my books for a second. Okay, this is such a basic answer for me anyways, because I feel like this is just like a staple book to my brand. But Vicious by LJ Shen. He's just so mean. I feel so weird saying that, but like, okay, in real life, I wouldn't want this boyfriend to be, I wouldn't want Vicious to be my boyfriend, but like in the book world, if I were a character, I would personally love it. I think there's something so great about the main guy character is like mean to everyone else but you. So just like, that's who my favorite boyfriend is, Vicious from Vicious by LJ Shen. The next question I got was any nicknames. I actually have a few nicknames. My friends just call me Naima. But some of them call me Nemo. That's like a thing that stuck around like from my freshman year. But my mom calls me Na. My dad calls me Punky Brewster. That's a show from the 80s, I believe. And ever since I was little, he just called me Punky or Punky Brewster, but he calls me Punky mostly. And then my mom's side of the family calls me Nana. So yes, I have a few nicknames. I don't really go by anything. Like if someone were to ask me like, do you want to be called the same, I would just say like my basic name. What's your first memory of reading romance? Now I have to think. I really don't remember anything besides sophomore year. I read the To All the Boys I Loved Before series and I was obsessed. I have videos of me freaking out. I read that my sophomore year, yeah. And I was just so in love with Peter Kavinsky and Lara Jean, and I just was obsessed with them. I definitely have read books when I was younger, but I don't remember reading any romance book until like my high school year. I mean, I read The Clique back in middle school. That had some romance elements in it, but like it wasn't like a full-on romance. So I'm just gonna say To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Then I got asked, do you have a job? If so, what is it? I currently do not have a job. I am looking for one, but at the same time, I'm about to start my freshman year of college. So like, I want to see how the workload would be first before I jump into a job. I had a job back in February, or last summer to February. I was a hostess at this really popular restaurant in my area, and it was hell. It was so toxic. It was such a toxic working environment, so I had to peace out of there because it was just so bad for my mental health. But I really want to find a new job soon. I don't know if I'm going to work during the school year just because I want to see like again what the workload is like, but I would really like to work to like fund my book addiction. And yeah, so basically choose a book, a character from a book that I choose to be my best friend. And who I choose Poppy from Blonde Nash. She is just such a badass character, and I think being her friend would be so much fun. She does have like insecurities, which I mean all of us do, but with her best friend in that book, she was insecure that she didn't really want to be her friend, and that was basically her job, to be her friend. So I would just like be her friend and tell her how awesome she is. I love lifting up people because she clearly needs it. Also, she knows how to fight like well, and she has powers. So I think being her friend would be so much fun, and also all the drama she gets into, that I feel like that would be a good time. So I think for now I'm gonna stick with Poppy. Someone asked, how old are you? I am 18 years old. My birthday is in October 16th to be exact, and I am a Libra. I just answered like 2 questions that weren't even, nobody asked those. Somebody asked how old I am. I'm 18 years old. Least favorite romance book. Ooh, that is so hard. I don't know. Least favorite romance book. Oh, I know. Okay, so here I have The Sham by Stella Gray. This is actually, I rated it 3 stars. Thinking back to it, I kind of want to lower the rating. This book was just quite trash. I got it as an ARC, so I didn't want to be completely mean, but like it was so bad. It was basically about a model, and she wanted to branch out in the world and get like more more deals and more things. So she decides to get married to a owner of a modeling agency, and it was just so bad. They didn't spend any time together. But thinking back on it, it was like a trilogy, I believe, so maybe if I continue, but it was just so bad. There was literally no romance in that book, and it's classified as a romance book. So yeah, that. Or I have to say, just not really fans of novellas that are super short. I just don't think a lot of those develop. Let me know if you have any novellas, romance novellas that you think I should read. They're just super short and they don't really develop. Then again, I feel like I've only read like the smutty ones, but oh, I have another one. Okay, so Love the Way You Lie by Skye Warren. It's in the Strip series. It was so weird. It was so weird. Maybe this is one of Skye Warren's earlier books, but this was just so bad to me. I rated it 2 stars, and I'm just gonna read you the review that I wrote for it really fast. Okay, this is literally what I said. Okay, I think this is the first time I've ever given a book 2 stars, and all I can say is wow, not in a good way. Usually when I read a book, I fall into the story and everything else gets tuned out, and this was the exact opposite. I have never felt more disconnected with the book's characters. I did like the way Skye rates, so I may pick up another book from her and see if I like it. It's just that I felt no level of understanding with them. What? And there was no basis to the love story, and it went from 0 to 100 real quick. Okay, yes, there was no basis, and I did not feel connected to the characters at all. Favorite trope, and I'd have to say bully romances, hate to love. I just love when guys are mean. You gotta be careful because that's literally, for the most part, all I read when I read romance. And I want to really try like friends to lovers. I've read a lot of friends to lovers, but I want to read more because right now, like, I mean, for the past like year, I've just been reading like hate to love, like really bad shit. So yeah. Last, favorite dessert. I don't really eat dessert like that. I mean, I'd have to say probably like cake. I'm not like a huge dessert lover. Apple pie from McDonald's is pretty good too. Favorite romance this year. Okay. It's my time to shine. Ecstasy by KV Rose. I love this book so much. Like, this is definitely like one of my favorites of the entire year. It's very toxic. It's about this girl it's about 3 people. It follows 3 people. Now, this girl named Zara, she is dating this guy named Alex. They're in a very toxic relationship. Literally, the first chapter, like the opening scene, was awful. I was like, I might have to put this down, and I don't really put down books, but I kept reading, kept going, and it was so good. So it's kind of like a love triangle, honestly. They're both, one of them, okay, I don't want to spoil anything because I really want you guys to read it, but it reminds me so much of Euphoria. It's kind of exactly like Euphoria, not exactly, but there's a lot of similar plots. So definitely Ecstasy by KV Rose. Who's your fave booktuber? I have a few favorites. I have like smaller booktubers that I look up to and really enjoy, and then I have like bigger ones, but I'd say my favorites are Jess from Piece of Books. I love her videos so much. I feel like I've been watching her videos the longest, and Lovely Like Laura. I really like Mayona from Mayona Reads, Izzy from Happy for Now. I like Nicole from Who Picked This Book. I like Avery from Avery, what is it? Avery's Books? No, Avery Bookshelf? Avery, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it down below though, but I'm sure I can't remember the name of her channel to save my life. I like Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers. I basically like all the romance booktubers. Honestly, I can say all of them are my favorites. Also, I like for like smaller booktubers, I like Reagan from Rare Reads, Mare from Mare Reads, Just from Books Past Bedtime. Why am I moving my head like that? I don't know. Who else do I like? I like so many people. I'll probably find them and link them down below, but I don't want to spend too much time on this question. So yeah, Mare asked that question, and Mare, you are my favorite booktuber. How about that? Then I got asked, what is your favorite book from author of color? And I'd have to say, I have a few. My favorite romance book is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. I have no idea why I annotated this thinking back on it, but this was really great. It's about a girl who gets left at the altar by her fiance, and years later she has to work with the fiance and the fiance's brother at a new job, and she ends up having a romance with the brother the brother of the guy who left her. This was so great. I love this for a romance book. Just for like in general, I have to say The Vanishing Half, it's all the way over there, but it's very good. I read it for the Page Turners book club. It is about a two twin sisters. They are very light. They could be white passing, and one of them actually is. They end up separating when they're older, and one of the sisters ends up marrying a white man and is white passing and basically leaves her old life completely behind. So yes, that book was very good. Very, like, I was on the edge of my seat. It was so good. Do you read a lot of fantasy? If so, which ones are your favorite? I actually, okay, so I don't read that much fantasy, shocker. This is my fantasy shelf over here. I'm currently reading the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, so if you are interested in those, I have 2 videos out on that so far. But I've only read The Cruel Prince in those books. I don't really read that much of them. I'd have to say like A Court of Thorns and Roses is my favorite, honestly. I tried The Cruel Prince, I didn't like that. I really want to read Hush Hush, and yeah, I have a lot of paranormal books that I want to read. Somebody asked what am I majoring in college, and I am majoring in paralegal studies. I might want to change that. I don't know. I've always been interested in law and politics and stuff in that realm, and I go back and forth a lot of what I want to major in. Like for a long time I wanted to major in journalism. I still kind of do, but I'm not sure yet. Like it's just a lot. Like there's so much stuff that I want to major in. I also want to be a teacher. Like there's just so much, and so much that I want to learn, and so much that I want to do. But for now I'm majoring in paralegal studies, and if I like it, I'll probably move on to law school. Somebody asked, what is your favorite paranormal book? I have so many. I love the Black Dagger Brotherhood series so much. I'm about to start book 4, which is Butch's book. Love that. My paranormal shelf is all the way up there. From Blood and Ash is so good. That's like a twist on like vampires and werewolves. And then also Crave. I loved Crave so much. Crave is so good. It's kind of like a YA paranormal romance type of book. It's kind of cliche, but it was really good. I listened to it with an audiobook, so maybe that's why I feel like I enjoyed it so much more than other people. But yeah, that's just how it is. So yeah, so that was the last question. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and again, thank you for 700 subscribers. I'm so happy and grateful and so excited to keep making content like I said earlier. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You mean the world to me, and let me know down below if you related, if you have the same answers as me for these questions, and any videos that you want me to make in the future. So yeah, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye. Thank you.